All right, guys, welcome back. And what you're seeing here is, wait, this isn't Google. This is some other weird website, Mr. Seller. Where have you taken me? Yes, calm down. We don't use Google for everything. Oh well. But we do use this to help us make our Google website much more attractive, much more personal, and I just think it's just going to make your final site just look that much better. So we need to create a banner. And I like using this website because, again, it's free and it does some really nice effects to help us make a really customizable banner. So what you'll want to do, you'll go to ribbet.com, ribbet.com, and you'll come into this page. This is their homepage, and we're not going to create a collage. We're going to go right into editing a photo. So we click on edit a photo. And it takes a while. It loads up. It says all these cute mumbo-jumbo stuff about a frog or something. Don't worry about that. Let it load up. It takes its good old time. Usually the first image they give you is, this is the one they kept giving me, was the fish in the tropics. I mean, really nice shot. But, you know, this shot doesn't really represent me. You want to find something that does represent you. And so, once again, let's go to Google, our friend, and why don't we do an image search? And you can do that by going up here where it says Images. Click there. And find an image that you feel works best for you. It might be paintballing, it might be a sport, basketball, soccer, tennis. It could really be anything, something that represents you. So find something, and I'm really into the city right now. So I'm going to go and I'm going to try to find a picture of a really nice city. But before we go on, sometimes we just find something that we really like and we'll click on it. But we want something that is high resolution. So to get something that's high resolution, we're going to go up here where it says Search Tools. And we click Search Tools. And we go to Size. When we go to Size, we want it to be a very large image. We don't want a medium or an icon image. We want a large image. So we click on Large. And it's only going to give us high resolution shots. So I'm just going to go through here and I'm going to see if I can find an image that I think looks good. And for whatever reason, this image really is striking to me. And when I highlight over it or I hover over the picture, it tells me what my resolution is. And anything that is over 1,000 resolution lines, I think that's pretty good. So this one is actually 1600 by 1200. That's great. That's plenty of resolution. I'm going to click on that. So I click on it. I want to go over here where it says View Image, and I get the full resolution shot. You can tell it's full res because when I put my mouse over the picture, I get this plus with a magnification symbol. When I click that, it does get bigger. So I like high res shots. So I'm going to right click this. And I'm going to save this picture. So I'm going to save picture as, and you can really put it anywhere you want. I usually just throw it on the desktop because that's easier for me to remember. And I go to save, and this thing is called New York City Lights Wallpaper. All right. So I save that. I can exit out of here, and we're back in the Ribbet. And I'm going to upload this picture that I just saved. So I go to Upload Photos. And here we go, New York City Lights. There is the image from my desktop. I click on that, I open it. So here it is. So here is my image. And we got to fix this. Now this isn't really banner material yet. It looks more like a still photograph. We're going to change that. So we're going to come over here where it says crop. And you click crop. And we have to change our dimensions. So I like keeping it pretty simple. And let's keep this at 800 by 200. All right, and down here where it says Scale Photo, please click that. If you don't click that, then here's what happens. You can move your shot all over, and you'll notice over here the numbers just keep moving like crazy. We don't want that to happen. So I'm going to have to redo this again. So 800 by 200, that's our scale, and then we want to click here. When we do that, our photo is going to stay to scale. Notice that I'm enlarging this and my numbers aren't changing. Please do that. And you want to find a part of the image that you think really looks good. So like you might just like this skyscraper up here and want to come over here and just get that. But we're making a banner, and this kind of looks pretty dull on this side of the banner. So I want to utilize our entire skyline. So let's see here. I like the little bit of the skyscrapers, maybe even a little of the water. That looks pretty nice. I really like that. And so what I do is I'm going to go to apply. And when I hit apply, bang, that is my image. Everything else just got cut out. And this is good. This is exactly what I imagine a banner would be. And we're going to put this image at the top of our Google site, but this really isn't customizable yet. We got to fix it. So we can do this very easily by going up here where it says effects. So click on effects, and there's all kinds of free effects that you can do on here. You can go black and white. You can go, you can boost up your colors, and you can even customize. So let's say I like this, but I think that maybe it's a little too harsh. So I can actually change my brush strength, and I can pull that down just a little bit. And that's really not doing much. So I can go in here and I can soften my image, and I can have my image fade in and out. Notice that? That looks really nice. Add some more softness, take softness away. I don't know. It's up to you. Be creative. I could go to this, let's see here, the Greek islands. Let's see, add some more little color flare to it. I don't know, just whatever. It's up to you. You can do an Ortonish image, change the bloom. Really, the sky is the limit. The only thing that you can't do is these premium ones where it says premium. If you click on that, it won't let you do it because they want you to pay for it. And so since we're trying to do this for free, we don't want to pay for anything. So let's say that I like this, and that looks pretty good to me. So I'm going to go up here to text. Oh yeah, I want to apply this Ortonish image, that Ortonish effect. And now I'm in text, and I'm going to find a font that really screams out to me like, this is my website. And there's really some cool fonts on here. As you go through, and you can take a look. I mean, you can pause this video and go through them if you want. I mean, the real boring ones are Arial, Courier New, and Times New Roman. Some of these other ones I really, really like. So let's say I really like this Daniel one. It looks kind of like handwriting. I'm going to stick with that. So let's say I click on Daniel, and over here I want to put my name up here. My name and my website. So up here on the top left-hand corner, I'm going to call this Mr. Sella's website. All right, and I just hit add. And there you go, it just appeared. And if I want to, I can make it bigger. I can make it smaller. But since it is a banner, we kind of want to take up the whole banner and utilize the whole site. So I'm liking that. And, you know, if I don't really like the color white, I can change my color. Make it orange, green, red, whatever you like. But you do want to make sure that people can see it. And that's usually why I would go towards white or something that's just a little off-white. So that one looks pretty good. It's a little off-white, but it's got some little yellow hues to it. I can change my size over here if I want, but I want to keep it like right in the middle. I think that looks good. And if you really want to get a little funky, you can change your blend modes. This is something that Photoshop made really popular a few years ago. And if you go in, you can add it in. So that didn't really look like it did much, but it did something. I could go to darken. That made some invisible difference. Now we're starting to see something here. You notice that my text is kind of blending in with the background a little bit. You might like that look, but go ahead, try the other ones, the harden, the lighten. You'll find most of the time some of them won't look that great, and others might look phenomenal. You know, I think I'm going to stick with the difference. I kind of like the way that looks. And if I were to move my text, you can see the blend mode changes. The W is blending in with the background. But if I move over here, I can move and make that C blend in with the background there. All right, so it's really up to you. I kind of like that. I've seen other students do some really cool things where they had like reflections under here. I mean, take your time, go through here, go with the effects, and have fun. You really want this to be your personality. And if you want, you can go up here to stickers, and they bring up like all kinds of little other stickers that you want. You could put like shapes. Here's some beach shapes. For whatever reason, if you want to put a starfish in your shot. Now that doesn't really go with my image here, so I'm just going to delete that. But you can go through and find something that you feel like symbolizes you. Let's see here. So some skull and crossbones. I know some guys really like that. You might want to throw that in there. We'll obviously have to change its color. And we'll keep it the same. So, you know, it's up to you. Though I'm not really a skull and crossbones guy, so I'm just going to delete that. And I just hit delete on my keyboard to do that. I think that's pretty good. I'm happy with the way that looks, but you guys could go really above and beyond if you want to. So this is just a quick tutorial just to give us an idea of how to create a banner for ourselves. But I do like this. I do like this frames up here on the top. And you click on frames, and again, you can't click the premium ones because that reflection one looks really cool, but we're not going to pay for it. But I really like this border image. So when I click on border, bang, I get a black and white border, kind of like a picture frame. And I really like that. That really makes my banner stand out. I'm really happy with that. And I can go on, I can go into seasonal. Oh, I do want to apply that. Make sure that you want to apply each time that you go on. And here it has some other seasonal things you can add. I'm not worried about that. So let's say that this is it. I'm happy with this image. I'm going to go up here to save. And I want to change our file name. So I want to call this not New York City Lights wallpaper, but Mr. Sella's website banner. All right. And what we'll do is we want our width is 850, 250. You know, originally it was 800 by 200, but it added 50 because we're adding this border. That's fine. Don't worry about it. We're going to use JPEG. I find that JPEG's pretty good for what we're trying to do. And boost up that compression quality. Make that go up to 10, just so that we have a higher picture quality. And it's 136 kilobytes. That's nothing. So go to Save Photo. Anyway, I'm going to save it on my desktop. I'm going to click Save, and it's going to save. And I just always make sure, because sometimes it doesn't actually save the image. So I go in here, here it is, I double click it, I want to make sure that it opens, and sure enough, here it is. There is my banner. All right, and that's exactly what I want. And so now our banner is done, and now we can get going to making our website. Yes!